Dr. C.M. Neelakandhan, a man of excellence, a teacher in Sanskrit Sahitya at Government Sanskrit College, Pattambi, Kerala. Reader and professor in Sahitya, in charge of Vedic studies at Sri Shankaracharya University of Sanskrit, Kaladi. After retirement, he is a publication director, academic affairs, and convener of the publication committee from Shankaracharya University, Kaladi. He has authored many books in Sanskrit, English, and Malayalam on Vedic studies. He has received many national and state awards, has done many audio and video presentations, projects on academic like cataloging manuscripts of Kerala. Many PhD students are being guided by him. He has done a complete works on Shankaracharya in 5 volumes, edited and published those volumes. The revised edition after about 100 years. It's available in CIF, Chinmaya International Foundation Library also. We request you to present your paper, sir. Please.
Respected learned scholars who have presented thought-provoking papers in this session, and those who are attending the sessions, pronounced to all. Chinmaya International Foundation is a place, an institution very close to me. I am associated with this institution. 3 institutions are here, all of you know. Chinmaya Matha, then Chinmaya International Shodh Samsthan, supported by Rashtriya Sanskrit Samsthan New Delhi, now Central Sanskrit University, and recently Chinmaya University. And in all these institutions there are so many friends, very close friends, Gauri Maholkar, many my students in the university. So I am very attached to this institution, and coming here, always we feel a lot of energy. Today also I feel that, or I felt that, traveling 4 hours from my own place by car, reaching here, and attending all these learned papers, I regain my energy to stand before you and present some of my observations. I am attached to one of the Matas in the lineage of Shankara, as Dr. Murray has now explained, and there are 4 Matas in Thrissur in a complex on the bank of a big pond called Padinyari, that is the pond in the west region, very big pond, even now protected. And there are 4 Matas there in the lineage of the Sannyasa Parampara of Sri Shankara. And we all have the tradition that the 4 Matas were started by the 4 disciples of Shankara after he had his Samadhi in Vadakke temple. And the incident of King Rajashekhara, Dr. Sri Ram, he has presented his paper very well. It is in Shankara Madham Govindatari, I think it is recorded there. The last king of, supposed to be the last king of Kulashekara dynasty, Rajashekhara, he has good association with Shankara. Sri Ram has stated that well. And after the Samadhi of Shankara, Shankara has presented his request before his disciples as well as King Rajashekara to start 4 mathas in the center of Kerala, Thrissur, in the same complex. And these mathas are there, 4 mathas, but one among them is not there, what is called Idayil Madham, we call it. Vadakke Madham, north, Dakke Madham, south, Naduvil Madham, Madham in between, Madhu, and again Idayil Madham, Naduvil, middle Madham, and Idayil in between. That Idayil Madham is not there now. Many studies and researches have appeared, and according to reliable sources, it has been shifted to one Trikkalikkat Madham in the Malappuram district near Tirunavaya, where the same sannyasa lineage of Shankara is going on. And after that, the 3 mathas are there, and the Vadakke Madham, North Madham, again, in a historical, social, cultural context, it was converted to the Rigveda Pathashala. Now only 2 mathas, south, Dakke Madham, and middle, Naduvil Madham, continue the lineage of sannyasa of Shankara tradition in Kerala in these 2 mathas. Now it has so many branches. Many records are related to Pushpanjali. Pushpanjali related to Vadakkenathan already presented here. Pushpanjali related to Sri Padmanabha Temple, Thiruvananthapuram. That was started by Villamangalam Swamiyar, great poet and devout sannyasi belonging to the Naduvil Madham. That is continuing even now. So all these things we have very perfectly recorded, some in Shankara Digvijayas and some as legends, very strong legends recorded in our tradition in Kerala. So the relationship with King Rajashekara, supposed to be the last king of Kulashekhara dynasty, and his meeting Shankara in his childhood, and Shankara requesting his help to establish the 4 mathas by his 4 disciples in Thrissur. All these things are recorded in the Shankara Charidam. And there is recently a very serious book in this direction has been written by a senior advocate, Sri M.N. Krishnamani from Delhi, and the name of the book is Shankara the Revolutionary, and the book is available. H.N.R. Rajan publication, New Delhi, published in 2001. So these things are again subjected to thorough research, and he has presented very good conclusions regarding all these. So we have the tradition of Shankara and the establishment of the sannyasi mathas there, and the lineage of Advaita in the sannyasi mathas, Nambudiri Brahmins, all these things we generally accept. So according to our tradition, Kerala tradition, what Dr. Murali has presented, we have to follow the knowledge that Shankara was about, has lived in the 8th century, something, and after that his lineage, his shishyas, his lineage, etc. So there are good evidences for all these things in our tradition. Good evidences means whatever evidences we have, strong evidences we have, we accept them. Of course, as Dr. Mishra has said and Dr. Murali has stated, we have to do further excavations, archaeological excavations, inscriptional excavations. We now rely upon literary sources and legends more. Definitely we have to do more work, and we can be sure that we will get more evidences regarding, more strong evidences regarding Shankara's date, birth, his other activities, etc. Now, along with me, the president of Vadakke Madham Brahmaswam, I stated at the beginning that it is now a Rigveda Pathashala. President of Vadakke Madham Brahmaswam, Advocate Parameshwaran, has come with me. Please, he is here among the audience. He is a very learned Vedic scholar. Traditionally, he has learned Veda, and after that, he has entered into the new horizon. He is now retired senior advocate from Supreme Court, Delhi, and his wife, scientist Dr. Shanta, and my own wife, Dr. Sridevi, who is also academically hard working in these fields. We four has come here with the request of Murli, and actually Murli has requested me to bring 4 or 5 research scholars also. I also wanted to bring them, but it was a short notice of 2 days, so I cannot gather them. Anyhow, my part here is to present 1 or 2 new documents that I have discovered, or I have found out afresh regarding the Kerala tradition of Shankaracharya's life and work. I will do it within a very short period of time. The title of the paper you have with you, I think, that itself denotes the 2 new works attributed to Shankara that I have found newly and presented in. I have presented this in many seminars and workshops, and also I have published them as monograph from a trust that I own in my house in the name of my father, Vaishnavam Trust. The 2 works are Saparyahrdayam and Mathrpanchakam. This is the monograph of that work. Many articles on this have come in various academic research journals from many universities and academic centers. What is the importance? Before that, I will also present a collection of articles, Advaita, lineage of Advaita in Kerala. Now, Dr. Murali was referring that the lineage of Advaita in the order of Shankara, in the Matas of Thrissur. Now, preserved continuing in the Nadavil Matha and Vadakke Madham, and till about 500 years that continued in the Vadakke Madham. There were very great scholars who were sannyasis also. To name some of them, Dr. Murali, we had a long discussion over phone 2 days before, and Purna Saraswati, a very great scholar, poet, commentator, who was a sannyasi of one of the mathas. We cannot definitely say to which matha he belonged. Maybe Nadavil Madham or Vadakke Madham, or Vadakke Madham before it was converted as Rigveda Pathashala, Purna Saraswati. His name was Vishnu in his previous ashrama, what we call Purvasrama, before he accepted the order of sannyasa. Many works, he is a very great scholar. He has written commentary on Meghasadesha, Anargha Raghava, Vishwapadadikesha Stotra, so many very learned commentaries and independent works he has written. Another great scholar is in the lineage of sannyasa of these mathas is Raghavananda. Raghavananda is a Vijayamangalam is there. After that, Raghavananda, a very great scholar who has also written a number of commentaries and independent works related to both Advaita and other disciplines in Sanskrit. Raghavananda's Krishnapati commentary on the complete 12 skandhas of Bhagavata is very famous, which is not even yet published comprehensively. Some skandhas with Raghavananda's commentary has two or three, I think, has been published, and other 6 or 7 skandhas now I am giving to the PhD students of Kerala to work on it, and independent researchers are going on critical edition with study of each skandha, 9th skandha, 7th skandha, that is going on, but the publication of the complete commentary, completely all the 12 skandhas, has not taken place. It is a very important commentary compared to Sridhariyam and other major commentaries. So this in 2017 we have conducted a very serious seminar on the topic Lineage of Advaita in Kerala. In the now we are having a Vedic research center also in Vadakke, Madham. Gauri Mahulkar and all other scholars know very well about the activities. So in 2017 we have organized a very serious seminar on the lineage of Advaita in the Sannyasi Mathas of Kerala with the financial support of ICPR, Indian Council for Philosophical Research, and the proceedings, essays, articles presented in the seminar has been brought up as a publication. One copy is with me, and one copy of this Saparyahrdayam brought out by Saparyahrdayam and Mathrpanchakam brought out by me as monograph is with me. Again, my paper is very short. Again, before coming to the reading of my paper, I will introduce a very difficult task that I could carry out in Shankaracharya Sanskrit University, Kalini, where I was professor and after retirement for 2 years, publication director. Please, one copy of that, please. Please take one copy of that, please. So, after my retirement, I was there for 2 years as publication director. Then we had a project of publishing complete works of Shankaracharya. And this is the size of the volume, more than A4, in 5 big volumes. This is available in Shankaracharya University with a very low price, I think 1,000 rupees per copy, I think. If it is published by New Bharati Book Corporation or some other people like that from Delhi, they will give you 5,000 rupees per volume. They are very beautifully arranged. What is the significance of this publication is that the complete works of Shankaracharya has been brought out by Vani Vilasam Press Tanjavur about 100 years before. And no other publication of the complete work. Commentaries on Upanishads have come, commentaries, separate commentaries on Bhashyas have come, may have, Stotras may have come, but complete works of Shankaracharya in this way, in big 5 volumes, has not appeared after that. Vani Vilasam publication is 20 volumes in Demi-1/8 size, and we could bring out this publication within 1.5 years because the grace of Shankara. How we brought out this is that the core text of the Vani Vilasam publication, we took it as such, 4 pages in 1 page, screen printing and pasting. So, if we attempt to search for the manuscripts or transcripts of the works of Shankara and collate them and try to bring out the critical edition, as all of you know, it will take years to complete the work, and the labor of work by a group of scholars will be needed. Our project had no provision for that. So we decided to bring out the same text of Vanivilasam Press in a new way. But we did one thing that 20 volumes are not getting now. The Demi Vanivilasam volumes we are not getting now. Rarely in some libraries we get it. Luckily we would get a set of the books. But while publishing, we could do one thing. We rearranged the works of Shankaracharya in a new way and included the works in the volume. So, even though we had no effort to type or reprint, type or proofreading of the core text, we have to do all other paraphernalia like contents, list of contents and all other things. We worked hard, and again in the first volume we could include a very good intense study on Shankaracharya and his works by Dr. Nathan, retired professor of Madras University. It is about 100 pages in English. In the fifth volume, we could include a very learned study in Sanskrit on Shankara and his works by our learned guru in Kerala, who is not now with us. He left us some years, 2-3 years before, Professor Vadakke in Sanskrit. So first volume, 100 pages introduction in English by Dr. Neelakandhan, the authority in Advaita among us. Last page, 100 pages, about 100 pages in Sanskrit, study in Sanskrit by Dr. Professor Vadakke. Again, in the last volume, after the study in Sanskrit, we could include the comprehensive bibliography of Shankaracharya and his works, studies, researches appeared on Shankara and his works till the date. It is published in 2012. Till the date. It was a very difficult task. That also is about 100 pages. So this is the way how this big comprehensive 5 volumes we could bring out. I am very happy, satisfied. I bow before Shankara and my gurus that I could be a part of this very important publication as convener of the publication committee. So now, related to all these, I am presenting the point that what I have to present before you now. What is I already have stated that we have depended upon the Vanivilasam publication, Tanjavur, for the basic text of Shankara for this publication. But while working on that, I could understand, or we could understand, that many works related, attributed to Shankara that are very famous in Kerala tradition are not included in the Vanivilasam edition, the most authoritative edition that has come before the Parody Sanskrit University edition. That was a surprise to me. As already my previous learned scholars have stated, that opened my eye also, that so much work has to be done on Shankara still, based on the Kerala tradition also. Maybe based on the other traditions of Shankara on the other regions. But based on Kerala tradition also, we have to do more work. And that is the result of this paper, that is the result of this Saparyahrdayam and Mathrpanchakam, that is the result of my short paper here.
So there are many words from Kerala that are not mentioned.
Not many. I have dictated only 2. If you can give me.
No, I am asking you, are there more?
No, yeah, that is it. Till after this work I have done only 2 works I could find.
Okay.
Maybe other works also. Yes, I am also searching for that. This is the now scenario at present. Okay. Saparyahrdayam is a work, 15 minutes only please. Saparyahrdayam is a work attributed to Sri Shankara, dealing with the philosophy of puja or worship. The word Saparya means puja. Saparya, puja. And the word Hridayam, puja to gods or goddesses. And the word Hridayam means the cardinal principle or the most important principle. Hridayam. Thus the word means the philosophy of puja. Saparyahrdayam, the philosophy of puja. Now usually we do puja in our houses and all other places, in temples, etc. There we have the vigraha, idol and all the paraphernalia for puja like dhupa, deepa, jala, gandha, pushpa physically. But Shankara says that actual puja is not like this. It is actual puja is to be manasa puja, where no physical idol or vigraha or all these paraphernalia for puja, dhupa, deepa, jala, gandha, pushpa, adi are not needed there. You conceive all these things in your mind and do the puja with your mind only. That is what is the highest philosophy. Actually, we all know that this is the highest philosophy of puja, that common people cannot do that. So he has written totras and all other things. He has constructed temples, established temples, Madhas, etc. That we know. I am not going to that history of Shankara, which is very interesting, socio-cultural, anthropological, psychological, philosophical dimensions for his work. Many studies have come. So this work, the word means philosophy of puja, and the work is related to, actually, for directly, we all know puja, it is tantra. Work is related to tantra. Again we have to, tantra or god worship. Again we have to understand that the word tantra began to be used in the sense of temple worship and the other activities related to temple, consecration of the temples, then puja there, utsava there, bali there, etc., etc., only by about 7th or 8th century AD. Before that, we have the word tantra, which is in the meaning, in the sense of science of all kinds. We have the basic text of Ayurveda, Agada Tantra, Shalya Tantra, Shalakya Tantra. There the word tantra means not the temple worship or other things related to temple worship. That is means science. Ayurveda is a science. This is a topic very different, having very different dimensions. I am not going to discuss with it now. So this is the tantra that got the meaning, dimension related to temple worship at about 6th, 7th or 8th century AD. The philosophy of god worship is explained in the short work, which is highly idealistic and explores the highest level of tantric philosophy related to puja or worship of deities. The short work Saparyahrdayam in 7 verses in Sanskrit is attributed to Shankara. We can only say that attributed to Shankara because there are controversies related to most of his works, though not all of his works. Let their bhashyas and other things we take for granted, but for related to stotras themselves there are controversies. So we can only say that it is attributed to Shankara. But this work is not seen included in the collection of works attributed to Shankara edited and published from authoritative academic institutions, publishers before I could discover this and I could bring out this as a monograph. Before. Complete works of Shankaracharya was published from Vani Vilasam Press, Srirangam, Tamil Nadu in 1910. More than 100 years before. It was published in 20 volumes in dummy 1/8 size. You know the size. The edition is an authoritative one and it is almost accepted as a good edition. But the edition is not available now except some sets rarely found in old libraries or uploaded in electronic media with modern techniques. After this, some editions of complete works of Shankaracharya has come out which are mere reproductions of Srirangam editions with no any improvements of any kind. Academic improvements of any kinds completely copy the Vani Vilasam edition. Valuable editions of some separate works of Shankaracharya like Bhashyas and Prasthanatraya have come out. Many in number after Srirangam edition. But the relevance is that the complete works of Shankaracharya in a single series has not come out after Srirangam edition in 1910, more than 100 years after. It was in 2012 that Shankaracharya University of Sanskrit Kaladi brought out an improved edition of complete works of Shankaracharya, which I mentioned now. The edition was based on the Srirangam edition with the arrangement of works attributed to Sri Shankara contained in the Srirangam edition in a new way. The arrangement of works, topics have been reconstructed in the SSUS edition, Sri Shankaracharya University of Sanskrit, in 5 volumes, larger than in size than A4, containing an average of about 500 pages in each volume. 5 into 5, 2500 pages totally. It is here. The copy is in the Chinmaya International Foundation Library. I have requested my friend in the library, Jaya, to bring a copy to show before you. The edition is available in Shankaracharya University of Sanskrit with a very low price I have mentioned earlier. The arrangement of works of Shankaracharya in these 5 volumes in SSUS are as follows. Volume 1, Brahmasutra Shankara Bhashya and Bhashyas on Isha, Kena, Katha and Prashna Upanishads. Volume 2, Bhashyas on Mundaka, Mandukya, Aidireya, Taitriya, Chandogya and Brihadaranyaka. Volume 3, Bhashya on Bhagavad Gita, Bhashya on Nrsimhatapani Upanishads, Viveka Chudamani, Bhashya on Sanasujatiyam, Upadesha Sahasri and Bhashya on Vishnu Sahasranama. Volume 3. Volume 4, Pravanchasara, Hastamalagiya Bhashya, and short and long works in verse on Vedanta ideas, what we call Prakarana Granthas, like Shatashloki, Dashashloki, Aparokshanabhuni, Atmabodha, about 32 in number, 4th volume. Volume 5, Stotra works attributed to Sri Shankara, including Laharis, Saundarya Lahari, Shivananda Lahari, Ananda Lahari, etc. Pancharatnas, Ganesha Pancharatnam, Lilada Pancharatnam, Shatakas, Ashtakas, Bhujangas, Padadikeshas, Keshadipadas and other stotras about 60 in number. This is the way how the topics have been arranged in these 5 volumes. The SSUS edition contains an elaborate introduction in English in about 100 pages in the beginning of the first volume by Dr. Veedinath, great Advaita scholar and former professor, Department of Sanskrit, University of Madras. This introduction is in the form of a detailed study in 100 pages, about 100 pages, on the philosophy of Sri Shankara included in the edition. A study on the works of Shankaracharya by Professor R. Vasudevan Poti, great Kerala scholar, proficient in all Shastras, in about 80 pages is given in the end of the 5th volume, which is in Sanskrit. The edition also contains a comprehensive bibliography on the works, editions and studies on Shankaracharya that has appeared till the date globally You should understand what work has been done globally, not from Kerala, not from India, but whatever we could collect, we sought the help of one scholar from Malayalam, Rukmini. Many of you may know. She has been working there for 34, and she agreed to collect the data and give that. So, in about 100 pages, again, as a last part of the 5th edition, sorry, 5th volume, the present writer was the convener of the editorial board of the SSUS edition. But, now comes the point. But SSUS edition also has not attempted to critically examine or collect the works attributed to Shankara or their authorship. All works attributed to Shankara, limiting at least to Kerala, that also has not been attempted by all. So, take the scenario of other parts where Shankara Matas are there, Shankara's lineage is there, Shankara's followers are there. So much work we have to do. Again, my dear friends, when we were working on Prabhanjasara, etc., after bringing out this comprehensive edition nationally, internationally, myself with a team of other scholars and young scholars tried to bring out the Malayalam translation of all the works included in all these volumes. A very combined effort was started, and luckily we could bring out 2 volumes. We decided to start it from the last, because stotras that are very popular. It will be accepted very soon. Stotras, Prakarana Granthas. 2 volumes we could bring out. And the third one, the Tantra works. But I was also involved with that effort. But what we felt is that many readings in the works of these stotras and Prakarana Granthas are obscure. This is only an edition, not a critical edition that we usually call. This is only an edition. So many readings in these works, in the slokas, are not clear how to explain. I am a teacher in the university for more than 40 years. We cannot explain in many cases. So we have to do more work on the more intensive effort to collect the basic data, maybe they're kept in the sannyasi mathas of Saparyahrdayam and all other places where Shankara traditions, there may be, to collect them, to correlate them, to collate them and bring out critical editions, meaningful editions of these works that we felt when we were working, when we worked in the field. But SSUS edition also has not attempted to critically examine or collect the works, all works attributed to Shankara or their authorship. Many discussions are here, like his date, his authorship also is controversial. Even Saparyahrdayam, etc., many scholars argue that it is not written by original Shankara. Many things are there. Whatever works were collected in Srirangam edition were included in SSUS edition, with the new methodology of arrangement distributing them in 5 volumes, which already I have explained. No effort was made to examine or include other works attributed to Shankara in SSUS edition, because though I was a convener of the editorial board, we have only limited time, so we just at least could be able to bring out such a comprehensive edition. It is to be noted that the most famous words of Sri Shankara saluting his mother, very famous in Kerala tradition, I think not so famous in the traditions of other regions, is not included in SSUS edition because it is not included in Vani Vilasam edition. The words everyone knows, full of emotion and devotion to motherhood, glorifying the divinity and unique status of a mother that is beyond the limits of words. Astam Tavadiyam Prasauti samaye durvara shulavyatha nairuchyam tanishoshanam malamayi shayya cha samvatsari egasyapi cha garbhabhara bharadaklesasya yasya akshamo dadum nishkriti unnatopitanaya tasye jananyi namah. This is the expression of love, reverence and devotion of a son toward his mother. A son, though he has a highly reputed and dignified status in the society, is not at all capable of repaying for the debts towards his mother, for the hardships of many kinds she has undertaken to bear him in her womb, for the troubles she had in the period of pregnancy, for the severe bodily pain, shulavyatha, pain she had at the time of delivery that is equal to the piercing of the body by a spear, for other hardships like the lack of appetite, nairuchyam, and emaciation of the body, tarisoshanam, for the lying down in the bed and clothes after delivery which is full of excretia and urine of the kid, alamayi shayya, for 1 year. It can be said that this prayer for mother, eternal and unique, composed by the great Guru, I strongly think that this is composed by Shankara only. No other great sannyasi, great poet. You see, according to our Sanskrit criticism, Rishi and poet, everybody knows. Nan Rishi, Kavi Tuktam Rishi. He is equal to Kavi and Kavi is equal to Rishi. Only Shankara can write such a poem, unique prayer. No, it has no parallel to these words in the whole literature yet appeared in the languages in different countries of the world. I can strongly present before you. But this rare and unique verse is seen missing in the standard edition of Sri Lankan, which is missing in the Shankara SSUS edition also. This is how I became excited to inquire. In some editions of the works of Shankaracharya brought out in Malayalam script from Kerala, there is a work called named Mathrpanchakam included. This contains 5 verses in Sanskrit in praise of mother, the first of which is the famous one that I have recited now, Saparyahrdayam. But it seems that the other 4 verses are not written by Sankara, which are included in the Mathrpanchakam. It is later addition, and I have given that Mathrpanchakam also in the last part of my monograph, Mathrpanchakam, Sri Shankaracharya Virajitam, Mathrpanchakam, very beautiful. I am not going to enter into that. There is a legend popular in Kerala. Then we have, I am now concluding my paper and my observations, how we can locate Shankara to Kerala. Now, Mr. Unnikrishnan and others from the family of Shankara, supposed to be the family of Shankara, Kappilimana is here. There is a legend popular in Kerala regarding the last meeting of Shankara with his mother. Everyone knows that. When he was young, Shankara assumed sannyasa, seeking permission from his mother, connected with the crocodile event. That also everyone knows. But I think this particular event has not been recorded nationally or globally. If it is recorded, I will be happy to know that from Mishra or Murali or Sugira, very great scholars. After that, with the blessings of his mother, Shankara proceeded for his life mission with a promise to his mother that he will reach near her as and when she decides to see him. As and when, the moment when she decides. Mother, in her old age, in the deathbed, wished to see Shankara, and immediately he appeared. She remembered him, and he appeared suddenly before her, who was meeting the end of her life. It was at that moment that Shankara fell on her feet and gave pranams to her with the praiseworthy devotional solution, Astam Tavadiyam. Before long, mother reached her abode in the heaven. Now Dr. Murali has referred to one family in Kaladi, that is Talayattuvalli. Now there is a very interesting tradition. All the Namboodiris of nearby families who were present there to witness the occasion were gathered there. The dead body has to be taken to the funeral pyre for cremation. Usually all gathered there assist to prepare the pyre for cremation and for the funeral rites. That we all do. When there is a death, we all go there and do all the help. But the Namboodiris present there did not come forward for any assistance, as they have actually outcasted Shankara for propagating Jnana Kanda against Karma Kanda. It's very, very strong tradition here, because only now, after Shankara became very famous all over India and all over the world, then only even we could recognize his importance and greatness. So at that time, he was teaching Jnana Kanda, so he was negating Karma Kanda, Sandhya Vandana, Pujas, and all. He has written Saparyahrdayam. So great a man. So Namboodiris were not ready to assist him, because they have actually outcasted Shankara for propagating or depending upon Jnana Kanda against Karma Kanda, which they cannot digest. They were adhered to Mimamsa rituals and the like that they were practicing, Shodasha Kriyas and all other things, which they could not accommodate in any way. The highest Advaita, even now we cannot conceive that. That is the contradictory aspect of Shankara's Advaita. So no one cooperated him. At last Shankara decided to do all the funeral rites by himself, without any help of others. He began to dig the ground, then remove the earth, then bring the firewood for burning, etc. For he prepared the fire, digging the earth, collected the firewood and arranged the same for the fire for cremation. But he was unable to carry the dead body alone, because we all know that once individually one person is dead, the body will have double weight. So no one is to come for help. Usually people come and help to lift the body. Everyone are hesitating, not coming. So Shankara decided to cut the dead body into pieces, hand, leg, etc., and to carry them to the fire. At this juncture, at this delicate situation, members of two Namboodirri families came forward to assist Shankara to take the dead body, because cannot persist the situation, resist the situation. So, disregarding the protest of others, two families came. And members of one family helped to carry the dead body, supporting at the head portion, and those of the other family supporting at the feet, and Shankara supporting in the middle part. The legend goes that the rigid Namboodiris who supported Shankara in the head portion and leg portion were also outcasted. Anyhow, I am concluding my paper. Anyhow, in Kaladi, Ernakulam district in Kerala and nearby places, there are three Namboodirri families even now existing, reminding the legend, incident explained here. One is Kaipilimana, the birthplace of Shankara, the descendants are here. The other, where Shankara has believed to have taken birth. Another one is Talayattuvalli, Dr. Murali has referred to. Tala means head. Talayattuvalli, the family that helped Shankara to lift the head portion. Talayattuvalli, it is even now in Kaladi. There is in Kaladi. That is believed to have helped Shankara to carry the dead body of his mother, supporting the head portion. Tala in Malayalam is said. Third one is Kappalli, that family is also there. Near Purnavati, Kappalli, that have supported the body, dead body at the feet side. Kala means feet. The family, then, so we have the tradition Kappalli, Mana, Talayatupalli and Kappalli. Again, we have the tradition of Kanakadharastavam, very famous stotra of Shankara, which is related to one Nambudiri family about 20 kilometers from Kaladi, that is Swarnatumana. That family became famous as Swarnatumana, having all properties, all riches, all wealth, getting the gooseberries of gold showered by the grace of Shankara. That family is also there now. So, the families Swarnatumana of Nambudiris also exists. Even now there nearby Kaladi, which is related to the incident of showering golden gooseberries connected with the famous Kanakadhara stotra attributed to Shankara. So this we have to take into account very seriously. Kaipallimana, Talayatupallimana, Kappallimana, Swarnatumana. So this is Mathrpanchakam. Like the unique prayer towards a mother mentioned in the Mathrpanchakam or in the Stotra to mother, Saparyahrdayam is also a work attributed to the authorship of Sri Shankara in the Kerala tradition. But the work was not available in manuscript or transcript or oral tradition till very recently. It was a great Sanskrit scholar and teacher from Kerala, Sri Pundottam Shankara and Matas. He is our Guru, who for the first time located a transcript of the work Saparyahrdayam with a Sanskrit commentary in verse and another Sanskrit commentary in prose. The transcript was located in the collection of books of the famous Tantri family Ikattumana at Muthutala near Pattambi, Palakkad district in Kerala. The basic text Saparyahrdayam contains 7 slokas only. The commentary, you see, it is given in this monograph. If we read the 7 slokas, even a scholar in any branch of Sanskrit with a profound background in all Shastras will not be able to grasp the meaning in the first level. Maladhatu rasadhidhanametat Prithvi vanhi jalatmakam jaladyam Upahara vidhana matpradeve Rasa evanjali panjabhuta sukshma. First sloka. Like this there are 7 slokas. Even then the commentary in Sanskrit in words is anonymous, which is also discovered, which contains 35 slokas, which is named Upahara Prakashika. Then the commentary in Sanskrit in prose is also found, which is written by the famous scholar of 19th century, Kodungalur Vadakke, as is clear from the colophon. So 7 slokas Saparyahrdayam, 35 slokas Sanskrit commentary in words, which also we cannot understand in a first reading, but when we go through the prose commentary of Kodungalur Vadakke, we will get some idea of the philosophy. The commentary has the name Mathrpanchakam. The work was published in Malayalam script from a local publication in Kerala. Everyone knows Panchaka Pustakashala Kundangolam in 2006 and the second edition in 2015. With the text Saparyahrdayam, Sanskrit commentary Upahara Prakashika and Sanskrit commentary in prose Artha Prakashika in Malayalam script. The present writer has brought out the edition of the work in Devanagari script for the first time, with an introduction in English, which is published from Vaishnav Trust Shognur, my own, that was owned by me in my house in the name of my revered father in 2018. Saparyahrdayam is a work that contains the highest tantric philosophy connected with the puja or worship of gods and goddesses. It is not only philosophy, but highly scholarly also. Those who are well versed in Sanskrit will not be able to understand the deep inner meaning of the 7 verses of the basic text. Even the commentary in verse in Sanskrit is not easy to understand. Some idea of the meaning and philosophic implication of the work can be understood only from the prose commentary of the text by Brahmaswam. The total idea or philosophy explained in the work is that Saparya or Puja as we perform with Dhupa, Deepa, Jala, Gandha, Pushpa, Nivedya and the like, conceiving the deity or the idol consecrated is not the real puja in the right spirit and philosophical purport. It should be Manasa puja in its right perception. The objects of puja like Dhupa, Deepa, Jala, Gandha, Pushpa are to be taken as symbols only. The idol of the deity should be Sankara, is in the Sankara form. In its highest level, in Manasa puja, it should be Nishkala. This is Sakala, sorry. It should be Nishkala to be contemplated. Also, the power of the so-called god or goddesses is not the power anything external from the devotee. It is the ultimate power of the universe, otherwise called as Brahma in Vedanta philosophy. It is actually the unlimited power of the individual self itself, Chit Chakri, that is latent in each and every individual. And in the final stage of contemplation, the identity or non-duality of the both, Chit Chakri and the Prapanchakam. Where is God actually? God is in each and every one. Where is the ultimate energy? In each and every one. You have to realize it. You have to find out it. That is the basic purport of Advaita philosophy, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, not anywhere else, no, not in the temple, not in the idol, but this is the highest philosophy. This is being described in this Saparyahrdayam. Another very important aspect of Saparyahrdayam is that Gavri and my dear Murli, etc. may be knowing Sri Ram. In one stage, actually in the period of Shankara, in our philosophical history, there had a very beautiful or very rare event, that is the synthesis of the Vaidika and Tantrika tradition. It is a very important thing. Actually, Vaidika and Tantrika traditions were divergent currents, separate currents. It was Shankara, like who synthesized the Shanmata. Like that, he could synthesize, or he synthesized for the first time, we can say, these two divergent currents, Tantrism and Vedic cult. And this is a rare work for that synthesis also. Actually, we, in our history of Indian philosophy, we determine Tantrism. Now, in the research field, Tantrism, Vedic religion, now we discuss about Vaidika Tantrika. Now in the pujas, we have Tantric rituals and the Veda mantras. Very great. So this is the rare example of such a great work. I am very happy, though it is very late. I am very thankful. Pranam to all.